my life, it's lit. Look at my life, it's lit. Yeah. Look at my life, it's lit. Look at my life, it's lit. Yeah. Look at the gang I'm with. Put it on gang sleep.
Hey guys, it's your girl Shudu and I'm back with another YouTube video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you for coming back. So, today's video is second installment to Shudu Talks. It's Shudu Talks episode 2. Alright, episode 2. And I hope you're ready because you know I am. Alright? Okay. So you already saw by the title of the video that today we will be talking about how to end toxic situations, toxic relationships, toxic what's happening? Toxic relationships or toxic friendships. Yes. Okay. That's what today's video is about. So let's get into the video. Alright, so I wrote a couple of things in my diary over here. So I'll be reading from there. Okay, so let's start with what is a toxic relationship or a toxic relation. Okay, so I asked Duta, you know, what a toxic relationship is, and it said that when the relationship between two people is toxic or dangerous, they're slowly destroying each other, but they don't see it. They're unhealthy for each other. It's a kind of abusive or poisonous situation for the individual emotionally. Like, I hope you get it. I hope you get it. But yeah, like, you know when a relationship is toxic. You as the person in the toxic relationship, you know if the situation is not it. Like, you can tell, but you don't want to accept it, and everyone else around you usually sees it before you see it, obviously. So everyone else around you, what wanna hoy, baby girl, baby boy, run, leave. It's not healthy. You're destroying each other. You're destroying yourself indirectly without seeing, you know. So I have like 6 steps on how to end a toxic relationship or how to get out of a toxic relationship. All right, cool. So step number 1, I said analyze what your friends tell you. So what do I mean by that? Analyze the things that the people around you are saying about your relationship. You know, there's a difference between someone saying things to end your relationship and someone saying things to help restore your relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if it's someone who just wants you out of the relationship, they'll just come up with excuses and say things. But then if your friend has an actual concern, you know, about your relationship, actually listen to those concerns, because they might be seeing things that you're not seeing. You know, sit down with yourself and be like, you know what, maybe what Nosipo told me is true, you know, like this person does do this, or maybe what Temba told me is true, you know, maybe my girl actually does do this to me and it's actually affecting me and I don't see it. Do you get what I mean? Sit down with yourself, analyze what the people around you are saying, because the people around you see way more than what you are seeing. What like, cool. Step number 2 is ask yourself, now, do you constantly feel like you're carrying the weight of somebody else? So it goes to analyzing, back to analyzing. So step 1 was analyzing what friends are telling you, but now it's you analyzing what you are feeling in the relationship, what you are seeing in the relationship. So when do you feel like you are carrying, like in a relationship, there must be some form of equalness, you know, it must be 50-50. If it's not 50-50, it can be 60-40 sometimes, and then you'll swap, you alternate. You get what I'm saying? It shouldn't be you carrying 70% all the time and motona or like 30% that high. Do you get what I mean? Like sit down with yourself. Like a lot of things you actually begin to notice once you are alone, with it's just you and your thoughts, and you're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you feel like you're constantly carrying the weight of your man's or your girl, mujete. And if you see no change, strike too. Like, okay, like no, there has to be some form of change. Do you get what I mean? All right, number 3. Do you feel like you have more negative, how should I put this on? Okay. Do you feel like you're more sad, depressed, angry in the relationship than you are happy and excited and feeling warm? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, which feeling do you feel the most? Do you feel negative feelings more than you feel positive feelings in the relationship? Like, are you constantly fighting? There's fighting in a relationship. It is healthy for you guys to fight in a relationship, but you can't be fighting all the time or fighting over things that you shouldn't be fighting over. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, okay, are we fighting all the time? Is this person constantly putting me down? Is this person like always making me feel bad about myself? Do I feel like I'm putting in more than the person is? Do you get what I mean? Like all those things. Do you feel more negative than you do positive? And if you do, moto jolalena, only has their interests. The person might care about you. Like, being in a toxic relationship doesn't mean that the person doesn't care about you. I feel like some people think it's like that. Now, a person could really, really, really care about you, but not know how to go about certain things, like do like self-destructive things, or things that are just destructive to the relationship, but it's not purpose. Like, it's not that they are a bad person. They just, I don't know. Like, I hope you get what I'm trying to say, but yeah. So yeah. And then number 4, come to terms with the fact that it's unhealthy. So this is now after you've realized, it's been like a month, 2 months, and you're realizing, I akataba, like atungotagada, like it's like, what's the point? Like, if you feel like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? Do you get what I mean? Then sit down with yourself and be like, you know what? Maybe it's best that I let him go, or I let her go. Like, we're not helping each other. We're taking each other back. Like, we're not assisting each other. Then, yeah, you'll know what to do. Like, sometimes, you must sit down with yourself and have a conversation. Like, actually analyze certain things and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need this person. Maybe I don't need this friend. Like, she's not helping me grow. She's taking me back. She's making me feel bad about myself all the time. She's forever saying negative comments about me. Da 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 da. Things like that. So, you know what? Maybe it's best I just, like, come to terms with the fact that, you know what? This is an unhealthy relationship. Like, this is an unhealthy friendship. Like, accept it. When all the signs are there and just be like, you know what? Nah. Like, nah. This gotta end. This is not helping me. This is taking me back. And then, number 5. Distance yourself. So obviously you're not just gonna go like, you know what, you're negative for me, you're negative for my life, so deuces, bye, go done, go over. You get what I mean? You're not going to do that. So distance yourself slowly, you know? Actually, no. Before distancing yourself, voice your concerns because the person might change. So voice, not change completely, Mara, like the person might not want to lose you as a friend or as a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever. So they may do things to change, you know, some of the stuff they were doing. I can't speak, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So voice your concerns. Actually, that's number 5. Voice your concerns and be like, sit down with this person and be like, I feel like this. This is how I feel. Lay it all on the table. So what are we gonna do about it? What is the way forward? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when you do this. Why don't you do it like this? You know, it's not that you're dictating to the person, but it's not that you're dictating to the person, but you're trying to better the situation. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you are the toxic person, you know? Sometimes you gotta sit down with yourself and be like, maybe I am also toxic. And then y'all talk about it, and you're like, you know what? Now there's some things that I've noticed, like, it's like, they're wrong. They're completely wrong, you know? And then there's some things that you do too that just, you know? So how about we try and work at becoming better and not doing those things anymore? You get what I mean? So yeah. And then if you see no change, then we go to, okay, let's make it number 6 now. Then you distance yourself. You distance yourself from the person, and yeah, then it will lead to number 7, you cutting all ties with this person. Because once you distance yourself, you are mentally and emotionally preparing yourself for the cut. You get me? Like, you are preparing yourself to not have this person in your life anymore. Because you can't just cut. It's very difficult to cut people out of your life, especially if you have a very strong bond with the person. So yeah, after you distance yourself for maybe like, I don't know, it depends. I don't know, I can't tell you for how long, but then when you know you're ready, you're gonna know that you're ready to cut this person out of your life, and then you're gonna cut the person out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope these tips are useful. They help me because I was in a very toxic situation and for a long time, and I didn't want to accept it. Like, you see when everyone is telling you something and like you see it but you don't want to accept it, you get me? So yeah, I was in a toxic situation for a while. You know, there are things that could have been done to correct it, but you know. So yeah, these were useful to me, so I hope they're useful to somebody else. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed filming it. And yeah, see you guys in the next installment. I need to stop saying installments. In the next episode of Shudu Talks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, you already made it this far, so why haven't you subscribed? Sis, bro, mother, sir, ma'am. Why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe. I can't even talk. The subscribe button is looking right at you, so subscribe. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.